the most destructive, most extremely grave years in the last 200 years. We have seen, in whether it be in the economic wise, whether it be in the global health wise, whether it be in global psychology, whether it be in social politics, in every single way, 2020 has demonstrated how it is. Swamiji has literally lifted us through this pralaya, and has literally for us to sail through the pralaya while the whole world was going through COVID lockdown in so many different ways. He had literally helped us sail through it, given us the super conscious and the spiritual solutions for our problems, and helped us grow beyond that. Now we have the opportunity to build our lives based on the foundation of super consciousness, based on the teachings of Paramashiva, of Swamiji, and how we can build KAILASA and build the enlightenment ecosystem wherever we are. We are entering into the age, important time, while we have this buffer time before the whole world starts becoming active again. As Swamiji said, that that after Shivaratri, the whole COVID, everything will settle down, and maybe the life will get back to as it was. However, 2020 has made a mark in our lives more so than any other year, and it cannot be said that we will ever be the same again. How can we live in this post-pralaya time? And let us learn from the last 9 months and implement that into our future and into our lifestyle, how we will build Kailasa, we will build the solutions, the spiritual solutions into ourselves and to those around us. So inviting the panelists we have today, we have Mahanitya Atmananda Swami and the Balasins of Nityananda Gurukul, Ma Nitya Vijayeshananda and Ma Jayeshananda. So inviting the rest of the panel to start, and let's have this and host this platform as a Vakyardasadas. Once again, inviting all of the viewers, let's participate in the discussion, and feel free to share your experiences, your questions, your concerns, your comments, your suggestions, whatever in the comment, and you can, and we definitely attend to it. And it
Thank you, Manitya Sadashiv Priyananda. Today we have a really important as well. What we have gone through in the 6 months of Pralaya period, and how we got the powerful cognitions, and how the whole world order was melting down in front of our eyes. So with the guidelines of Swamiji, let us now get started with the Jivardasadas on this very topic. So from the time when Swamiji told the Pralaya is going to start and the world order going to melt down in front of our eyes, initially it was not such a huge understanding what is going to happen. But when we are going deeper into the Pralaya days, actually more than Corona, COVID-19, the pandemic fatigue, the fear within people, like what is going to be tomorrow, where when we don't even know what the tomorrow going to be, whether we'll be able to go out and come back healthy, we don't even know. It's like whatever we thought it is an important thing to us, whether maybe the currency, might be the wealth, or everything, each and every single thing which we think is the most important thing, and which we thought that is the survival need, it was literally melting down in front of our eyes. People were not able to go out, they were not able to even earn. It is like, even to think, for the people who are like living on daily basis, like where they go out, earn, from with that money they have their day to day survival. Even those kind of people, how they are going to survive this whole pandemic. And even people who are securely sitting inside, even if they sneeze, it is such a fear within them. Like, is it really, were they affected with the COVID? More than the effect of COVID, the pandemic fatigue, the fear within people had taken away lots of lives. More than the pandemic fatigue, there were lots of suicides. Actually, within this Pralaya period, if we see, the suicide rate was gone really up, and it was literally, we didn't even have any clue where are we going to head, like how our future going to be at this point of time. Get Swamiji getting all of us, his devotees, disciples, and the literally the whole world is sitting right in front of the systems and getting the powerful cognitions with the Paramashivoham process. And the the whole initiations and powerful cognitions made actually the whole pandemic into a powerful cognition. It's like, when you get time, initial 1 2 days or few days were, it's like a kind of a holiday. But when the time was getting extended, people were getting restless, people were not able to sit with themselves, people were not even able to understand what to do with so much of time. Swamiji actually beautifully had guided the Adinavasis and devotees much before the pandemic. So the Supreme Pontiff has told everybody all over the world, even within the Adinams, we have to start our own agriculture, like engaging ourselves into more into physical activity in a safe environment. No much what to say, the social contact. It was it was such a, it's like, what wherever the problem is, the solution is just out there. How we can use that problem into a powerful cognition, that is a very important thing which we I have seen, I have learned in this very pandemic period, the COVID-19 period. So literally the whole year has gone without having without having to go to the office, without having of any of social of what to say, the social, so interaction with the public. All of these things Swamiji had at least 1 year ahead. Swamiji had guided us and made us practice. So it was such a, rather the pandemic, I can say it was such a important and beautiful, powerful time where we got time to sit with ourselves and go through, able to sit with ourselves and able to unclutch and having powerful cognitions with the unknown. When we are obviously, when human beings are entering into that unknown zone, always there's a shoot up of fear will be there. So with the guidelines of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, the unknown turned to be so beautiful.
I completely agree, Ma Atma Swami. It was a very, very beautiful and intense experience that each and every disciples and devotees of none other than His Divine Holiness had during this pralay. And the preparation that Swamiji himself had personally put was intense because we started prepping for this Maha Pralay 2 years prior to the pralay itself. 2018, I had joined Gurukul, and the preparations for the Mahapralay had already started. And the first step to the preparation was to be in a confined place. Everything was a very strict environment. We were living in a very strict environment where the instructions would flow in saying that you will not be able to move from this spot, you will not be able to move around, you should be only in this hall, eating, sleeping, doing everything from end to end, from morning to night, every single daily routine that you have will be done only in a single hall. First, everybody was baffled and shocked. Why would we have to go through this when the whole world has liberty and freedom to do whatever they want? Why are we going through this? But none of them understood at that point. I myself had a very tough period to understand what really is the cause and reason for us to get this kind of a training, because it was very out of the blue. 2018, no hint of any diseases or outbreaks or any kind of disasters, natural calamity happening in the year 2018, and it was very shocking for me. But the training ended 2018. For like few weeks or so, we had the training for a month, and then 2019 it started again. So it was a continuous period of 2 years before the Mahapralay had hit us hard. And when I had come to know that this coronavirus was actually, the outbreak of coronavirus is not a small disease that could disappear like in a month or so, but it is actually going to be ruling people's life. And the whole society was under this clutch of coronavirus itself. I understood why exactly we were prepared in that way 2 years prior to this Mahapralay itself. Because, like Atma Swami said, we had the luxury to sit with ourselves during this pralay. And due to Swamiji's beautiful training, we are even having the cognition of the luxury to sit with ourselves. Because if you pull out anybody from the outer world and say that sit with yourself for 10 minutes, they just cannot seem to sit with themselves. Instead, they will constantly find distractions to keep distracting, because they just cannot. Because I know this feeling, because me being 18 years in the outer world couldn't be with myself or couldn't stomach myself in a way, because it is just incompletions, piled up incompletions, that is not making you enjoy yourself. But here, each and every disciples, devotees, and partisans of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagatguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, had and proudly will stand up and say that we had the privilege to sit with ourselves during this Mahapralay and understand the beautiful, powerful cognitions that Swamiji had given us, and at the same time incorporating activism through the Paramashiva projects, agriculture, and constantly working building the Digi nation, building the Hindu parliament. Swamiji beautifully incorporated this activism in each and everybody's life, giving us not an ounce or thought of what is happening in the outer world, what is going on in the outer world. Instead, he was just constantly engaging with us, our personal lives, enriching us and motivating us to hold on through this pralay. And everyday satsang was a beautiful experience for us, because through his satsangs, he would be revealing these powerful cognitions just so we can actually move to a higher plane. And Swamiji beautifully said 6 months ago that this pralay time is either you can completely go other way, or you can go towards the way of enlightenment. The pralay time has that power. You can get enlightened during this power. And no doubt, Swamiji was beautifully training us through this pralay for all of us to get enlightened. And this was one of the intense experience that I personally had. And to piece it all together, since I joined in the year 2018, the prepping of the Mahapralay had started 2018. So me coming from a world, staying there for 18 years and coming in all of a sudden going through this intense training really took me off guard. But then right now I'm pouring with gratitude for Swamiji to have given this beautiful experience, because I know myself and I would not be a person to be in one spot for a long time if it wasn't for Swamiji's beautiful training. And not just this, he had beautifully broken even the food patterns. I bet you all have this thought in the back of your head that you just cannot live without food. But Swamiji, from past 26 years, he has been talking about Nirahara Samyama, introducing and motivating others to go completely liquid and forget about the solid. And during this COVID pandemic time, you could have read headlines saying that the market is going completely clean, there's no food left, the restaurants are shutting down due to this disease. So people had this huge fear and incompletion towards food, while the devotees and disciples can proudly say that they didn't have an ounce of fear towards it, because we were trained in a way where even any liquid to the level of water was just completely fine for us, because we had completed with the food pattern so long ago. So these are just few evidences that I can give on how Swamiji has beautifully trained us to effortlessly go through this Mahapralay.
And like Atma Swami was sharing about how this pralay time, the COVID pandemic time, was when the rates of suicide also started increasing. What people didn't realize is that this pralay didn't only affect the economy, but it even affected each and every individual life, not only in relation of work, career, or finance. It also affected them deep inside. Mental health problems started increasing. It went on a rise because, like Mahatma Swami and Majesha was saying, that people are not able to sit with themselves. This concept of restlessness and not being supported to go through this pralay easily, right? But what Swamiji did was that during the 6 months, Swamiji started initiating us into various powers.
It's 8
For us
o'clock.
as Balasins, at least, being able to come on a platform and share and come and say that when Swamiji initiated us into these powers, our focus was more on manifesting these powers rather than these ups and downs that people were feeling. We were never affected by what was happening. Although there was a lot of people in the world, youth our age, who were going through a lot of problem at that time, we had a very smooth sail through it. It was almost like Swamiji had beautifully taken each and every single devotee and disciple in his hand and sailed them through this pralay, especially through this beautiful initiation of power manifestation with Swamiji during his Paramashivoham sessions. When Swamiji started his courtyard sessions and he used to initiate everybody into various powers. And we spent most time manifesting that rather than being worried about what is happening in the outer world. Although most of our parents are still living outside, it never really affected us thinking that, oh my god, corona is there, what is happening to them. That thought never came, because it was very simple. The way Swamiji had held us in his hand and taken us through the pralay, we knew for a fact that everybody was protected. Everybody who was a disciple was completely protected because of their constant attending of satsangs, of attending Swamiji's initiations, and being and following the rules that even the country had put, saying walk with a mask, don't go outside, all of this. Although we were following that, there was no inside effect that happened. Due to these various programs, is number one, Paramashiva program, Paramashiva Gana program, Swamiji just started in announcing and introducing the world to so many aspects of life. And then it was almost like people were caught up doing this, that they were not given a second thought. They didn't have a second thought actually, what is going to happen if I step out. It was more like, okay, fine, today I have to work on Nithyananda. So their entire focus went on something that was contributing to humanity, rather than Hinduism through humanity to humanity, but rather than affecting them individually. It
Empowered.
Exactly, thank you. It empowered them. It made them into people they never expected themselves to be. just so beautifully. In just thinking about this entire 6 months that had gone through, there's so much that happened. Even when we were introduced to Shastri Dhyan, when we spent most of our time reading the scriptures, the powerful cognitions you get just by reading the Bhagavad Gita or chanting the Upanishad, one doesn't realize until they have done it. Because this 6 months we intensely practiced it, we intensely followed every instruction. And little did we know the amount of benefits it has given each one of us right after and during this pralay time.
And not just that, if Balasins and the Adinivasis are feeling this, you can imagine multiple devotees and disciples of Swamiji living in all different parts of the world, how they would have felt. So I encourage all the disciples and devotees of His Divine Holiness to tweet your experience and how Swamiji helped you and held you through this Mahapralay. While for the rest of the world, it didn't really go well. Their experience during this COVID pandemic time, the last 6 months, didn't really go well. But how you, despite the fact that you were living outside or living in an area where it was completely infested with coronavirus itself, and through amidst all that, how Swamiji beautifully held you all. I encourage all the devotees to tweet your experience and give that little insight of your life on how it was during the pralay to all the new participants and the viewers right now, so they will understand, because just coming from us will not do any justice to the amount of work and contribution that Swamiji has poured in to just hold us through this pralay. So I encourage all of you to go ahead right now on any social media platform, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, to write your experience on how Swamiji held you through this Mahapralay.
On that topic, I also would like to share more. As we were sharing about our experiences during the Pralaya, how Swamiji has literally lifted us through so much of stress. I and Jesha were speaking. I remember when I was a very young kid, in around 8 or 9 years old, in where I lived, which is in Washington State in the United States, there was a volcano erupting. And this short story from my life I'm sharing just because I remember this experience, and I just compared it to how today I was not at all having the same experience as when I was a kid. And how people will just, especially us, will take for granted how much Swamiji has lifted us and how much Swamiji has healed inside of us during this time. I remember how during that time when the volcano was erupting, a lot of people, first of all, it was in the media, continuously in the media for 24 hours stream about how this volcano is erupting, inciting the fear in so many of us, in the individuals, not being able to live stably inside of ourselves. And suddenly we had to go underground, we had to leave the city, we had to do whatever it is in order to protect ourselves. And because of the continuous media because of the continuous media content that was being projected in the TV, so many places, the experience for me as an 8 or 9-year-old, I was in so much of trauma, literally so afraid for no reason. If I'm looking back, the volcano itself was not erupting, was not fully erupting. There were no deaths. There was nothing that happened, but there was so much of continuous consumption of the fears and projected fears of other people, that it caused so much of distress in me and made me so unstable as just a small girl. If I can say the same, how will so many people in the outside, the kids, the youth who are being continuously fed by the number of deaths which have happened in every single country, how the coronavirus has been increasing, what happened when I was 8 years old compared to the coronavirus pandemic today, that is 10 times, cannot even be calculated or compared to the amount of information, the amount of media, and the amount of negativity which was being spread by the media. If any person just sinks that in and literally pulls all, just is a witness to all of that continuous media attention, whether it is on social media or on the TV or in the gossip or in the society, what people are talking about, whatever it is continuously, you are being fed this poison, this negativity, and it's not being dealt with the spiritual solutions. Because of that, imagine now how many people will be so tired, will be so depressed. And only now, after having just remembering that incident in my life, knowing how shaken I was, I'm realizing that it is now the time that so many people will be so shaken, traumatized from the whole pandemic, that they need the spiritual solution now that it is over, so that they can build their lives more positively. Otherwise, it can even lead to more and more destruction. How much media has blown up the whole coronavirus, and not just the coronavirus, but the social havocs, the different breakouts that have happened, the riots which have happened in the United States and other countries. So many places, there have been so much of media involvement, making the real negativity about 100 times, 1,000 times more poison, feeding and eating that information. Completely understand how people would be feeling on the outside, not feeling any kind of hope in their lives, not feeling any kind of solidarity in their lives in order to build a new future. They might be feeling so stuck, and of course that would lead to suicide. Having understanding that, and of course Swamiji himself, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who has taken the responsibility to revive the solutions, the Vedic solutions from the Shastras, he understands that more so than anybody on this planet Earth at this time. We have to take the responsibility that, as Kailasians across the world, to stand for what Swamiji is doing and to give that as a solution, enrich the world with the solution that is needed for our future now. We're coming into the new world with literally a blank slate, and we have to see how we need to use the spiritual solutions as we are building our life. Otherwise, after having faced so much of trauma, and after having just eaten and swallowed the poison that has been continuously in the media about the COVID, and having continuously being doing that, how many people who have not for the last 9 months not even seen the daylight, and not even because of the fear that they live in. Um, we ourselves as Kailasians have literally taken for granted, even when Swamiji has given us a spiritual solution for the any kind of lockdown, has been training us. When Swamiji has been doing this immense with so much of love, this training for the COVID-19 pandemic, it is easy for us to forget that. It's easy for us to forget how deeply Swamiji has saved us, how much he has literally pulled us out through the whole thing. When you're in the middle of the boat and you're cozy in the, and that's what many of us Kailasians are facing at the moment. We should not take for granted how Swamiji has literally pulled us through the last 9 months and ensured that instead of feeling down, depressed, fearful about our lives, we are hopeful and we are ready to build. We are consciously building, and we are working on the construction, the building of a nation. And it's a beautiful thing to take part of. I encourage all of the viewers that if you're listening to this now, if you feel what I'm saying is correct, then you you can do a couple things. Invite each and every one of you to share your own experiences during the pandemic, how Swamiji has lifted you out of this experience, has literally saved us, has built a boat for and helped us sail through the pralaya, and how you feel you can build your future now with the spiritual solutions that Swamiji has gifted us from Kailasa. Possible, how we can, each and every one of us, be able to live beyond this pralaya with the spiritual solutions. The first step, if you are watching now and you have not already, sign up as an e-Kailashian and sign up for your passport, your e-passport today. Swamiji has made beautiful, extremely exciting announcements that will be happening at the dawn of the year of 2021. So at this time, it is the most opportune time to become a part of Kailasa and get your e-passport now. Not only you will be having access to the various more than 108 e-services available, but also you will be able to have the Diksha Darshan of Paramashiva. You'll be able to you'll be able to apply and register and start working on your own Kailasa visa, and you will be able to have, like all of us, a start consciously building your life. After the deluge, this is the solution, the most available, the most practical, and the best, our ultimate fulfillment in our lives. As Swamiji beautifully says, which I love to repeat over and over again, whether you are working day in and day out and working and getting your food from food stamps, or whether you are working towards your enlightenment and you're working day in, day out in order to have super conscious breakthrough, whether you're on either of these extremes, Kailasa is a solution for you. So inviting each and every one of the viewers, let us start by becoming an e-Kailashian today.
Yes, that is actually the first step.
So we can take this time now. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Like Mahasannidhanam said, that is actually true. Take the first step to become the e-Kailashans. And another thing that I would like to add, I feel like this is the right time to add, is that we have a little challenge going on, and it is called hashtag I love you Swamiji. So the whole challenge is on how you have to make a video saying I love you Swamiji and the reason for why you love Swamiji. So post it under the hashtag I love you Swamiji, and everybody start doing this challenge and making it viral. Go to different social media platforms and do this challenge, and you'll see why exactly we're doing it. So I encourage all of you to do that and enrich and enreach others to also do it. And another thing that I would like to talk about back on the topic is that I would like to shine light upon the fact that coronavirus, we're not able to see beyond how we felt during this pandemic time. If you really see, when this pandemic had started, when this outbreak of corona had happened early 2020, the whole world had taken precautions and measures where they weren't allowed to go out or step out of their houses. So there were a lot of strict rules followed by the government and the people. During that time, obviously, people did not feel comfortable with these rules. This was cutting them off and restricting them from their freedom itself. But the whole world, Mother Earth itself, had a very positive impact. If you see, during these pandemic times, the pollution level that we were actually having drastically reduced. The pollution level drastically reduced to how it was before. The wildlife the wildlife population increased, the vegetation started increasing, the oil demand dropped, and the polluted water, we started getting more fresh water, and the ozone layer healed itself. And Ganga, the most polluted water in India, even though it's a very, she is a living goddess, we had gone ahead and really polluted Ganga. She also completely cleaned herself. So this coronavirus could have really made a negative impact on people's life, but at the same time, it made such great and drastic positive impact on the earth itself. So, in a way, in an aspect where the earth had gone beyond a point where it couldn't sustain or it couldn't heal itself, this happening of this pandemic had really gotten back Mother Earth to its track. And not just that, I just wanted to let that share that point of the observation that I have personally made. I bet most of you also made. And another thing that I would like to share about this whole experience is that Swamiji, when this whole pandemic was going on, he introduced each and every disciples and devotees to different uh, activities or different lifestyles that nobody thought they would be living, or nobody thought they'd end up doing it. Especially if you see, during this time only we had evolved greatly in the digital nation, building a Hindu nation digitally. And every single disciple and devotee were a contributing factor for this construction of Sri Kailasa and Hinduism itself, physically and digitally. And I bet most of you did not even think about, creating websites and coding and so many other things that Swamiji just beautifully told us to do it, and we just like immediately got onto the work and we saw videos. I bet you guys have been in that position, because I myself have been in that position of learning so many new things. And personally, I never thought I would be the one to do it, or I never thought I would be doing certain things. And that was one of the patterns that I had, and that also completely broke during this pandemic time. Because right now, that Swamiji has infused so much capability and motivation and potential in each one of us that we cannot take it for granted anymore. Because that potential is what is going to be used for creating and giving a biggest breakthrough in building the only Hindu nation, Kailasa, digitally and physically. He has actually always told that he doesn't care about the quantity, but he cares about the quality. And that is exactly what Swamiji did through building that quality component in us through this pandemic time. I would like to extend this topic to all the panelists out there, how you've had a breakthrough in your life during this pandemic time. Because I'm sure that we had a certain set of skills that we were good at, and we limited ourselves only in that set of skills. We never went beyond that, or we always had this kind of restriction that you will not be able to do it. That's not my forte. But that completely broke. So I would like to extend this discussion to Atma Swami and Ma Saraswati.
Yes. So basically, if you see the social media platforms and the high achievers who really took this whole pandemic in a positive way, it's like the day the pandemic had started, the lockdown had started, everyone had their own list of things to do. Like whenever they feel that they're completely hooked up with the busy lifestyle where they didn't have any time to do those things, and where they were not able to do because of their busy schedules, all of those to do tasks are up and alive, ready. And when they completely got engaged, it was like a kind of a break, as Ma Jayesha was mentioning. It is a time where, if we take it in a positive way, it is a time where Bhumata, it herself has adjusted herself for the purification process as well. If we see, the man-made calamity had impacted a lot on individuals in case of their career, in case of their individual health, the mental health and physical health. It has impacted a lot. But when we have taken it in a positive way, actually, I even remember in the last year exactly at this time, Swamiji told all our sannyasis to be at one place and start working on the digital nation project, where we all sat together and where we were continuously, like, there was so much. You can imagine the whole sangha is completely busy running around, going around and making things happen. With that kind of busy lifestyle, it is like a completely isolated, sitting at one place and working together in the virtual offices. It was such a what to say, break from our daily routine. At the same way, we have asserted the whole time in a very contributed way. As before in this panel itself was talking, there are lots of projects came up where we thought that we will never get time, but we got time, and we got time utilizing it in a very productive way. So, for example, Paramashiva Gana program, where the whole Sangha gathered at one place, like continuously, like 16 hours a day, sitting together and having a nice, beautiful, healthy working atmosphere, contributing to the world, uh, giving a powerful cognitions to the world. And when people got time to spend more with the social media, even they have started inclined towards spirituality. Till the pandemic, it was only a teaching. It's like, oh yeah, we have to we have to keep ourselves calm. We have to, whatever may happen around us, whatever the surprises may happen in our life, we have to keep ourselves calm. This is the way we have only heard it. But when the actual pandemic had started, when the whole humanity is completely got imbalanced with the circumstances which is happening around, and the situations which is leading each and every one to go havoc, at that movement, at the right moment, having these powerful cognitions, like one of the very powerful satsang during the pandemic time where Swamiji had brought is the physics chemistry of the pandemic, physics chemistry biology of the pandemic. So how it impacts on each and everyone, how the physiology of the pandemic was, how the biology of the pandemic affected on each and every individual, and how we can actually get through the whole process with the powerful cognitions. You may call it as unclenching, you may call it as initiation, you may call it as nirvikalpa samadhi, whatever it may be. But having the powerful cognitions when you are needed, that is the time where actually the click happens in each and every human being. As I was telling before, whatever we thought is the survival need, it was completely melting down right in front of our eyes. There was a time where people had money, but they didn't have goods to procure. You may, whether it may be vegetables, even the water, when it is coming from outside, so much of fear whether you can touch it or not. If you touch those things, what will happen to you? You have money, but the value of the money was zero at the time. So there is something higher than what we think as the survival need existed, and the whole humanity got a glimpse of what it is. It is like having, asserting our spiritual strength, asserting our whole our whole life into those spiritual powers, like literally manifesting powers. So this is the amazing time which people whoever used it in a positive way, it was a very amazing period. Actually, it's a kind of the pseudo picture what the society had taught us, like money is most important for a human being to lead their life, was completely melted down. And what we thought of the education which was there till the last year, completely, there was no schools, there was no education institute running. At the same time, the kids have to educate themselves, they can't leave their future behind. So it is a right assert when we got the pandemic time, it was a right assert which all of us had kept ourselves to build ourselves, building the real wealth, which is our inner peace, which is our inner strength, our spiritual strength, manifesting powers. It was like completely loaded, we were completely got loaded with the powerful cognitions, and what is pseudo, what is right, what is not. It is like it is a chance where the whole humanity got a time to look back how we lived once upon a time, the way how Paramashiva had given the in Vedas and Agamas, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, had very beautifully inserted in a very what is it, a sophisticated manner, at simple and powerful manner. All those powerful cognitions had inserted into us. Now the whole pandemic had completely gone. Now the whole world is completely new. So the Bhumata is literally, she got healed, and now the whole lifestyle, it's a life itself is a new way we are going to lead. So for that kind of a life, Swamiji had made us get ready very beautifully. As in the last satsang, how Swamiji, as Swamiji was telling, if you are not, if you think you can't do business and job together, just drop that fear and go ahead. So anything which makes us get fear, just go ahead. So the whole what to say, the thought trend of the whole humanity is completely changed. And the new world order where the whole humanity was waiting for has started very powerfully, auspiciously. So it is a time where all of us come together and let us do the hard work in a very smart way. Then we will be able to really achieve how the Paramashiva has brought us down to. So it is I can say the whole pandemic is a very beautiful, auspicious way of molding our life, designing our life for the new world order.
That was so beautiful, Atma Swami. That was really beautiful. And exactly, that is so true, because this whole world has become cleansed. It's become so new. We are living fresh lives right now. And coronavirus might not have been good news for the people, but it was a great news for the whole environment, given the impact, the positive impact that the coronavirus had on Earth. Because when Bhumata was beyond repair, where none of us could have healed her, the state had gotten so bad where the ozone layer was melting down, the global warming was increasing, pollution levels were increasing, the water pollution was so bad, marine life could not further, most of the species started getting extinct. And this happening is auspicious because it sustained Mother Earth, Bhumata, completely in a whole new level where no matter what humanity as a collectively could have done to save her, we couldn't have done what this pandemic had did to her. And Just like how it had a positive impact on Bhumata, same pandemic had a amazing positive impact on us, because if you sit and look back, no matter regardless of the instructions or the rules that the government had imposed on people, this was the time we started realizing ourselves in a deeper level and understanding our potential, what we are not, what we are good at, what we are not, what we are capable of doing, what we are not. There is something just lagging because people were always in the air. They never knew who they were authentically. And with this pandemic, I feel like everybody had the opportunity, enough ample amount of time to sit with themselves and know who they are and what they are. And literally, like what my Atma Swami said, Paramashiva, getting this whole pandemic, Paramashiva actually made the whole humanity understand and gave a glimpse, a little insight on what the before ancient world was all about by healing Bhumata, giving a whole new life to her, and at the same time making us realize that we are nothing but Paramashiva himself.
And it also went to a point when it actually made people not only realize the Paramashiva, but to understand the importance of everything in this world. To understand the importance of water, food, meeting people. It took us to a level where we understood what life truly is. The beauty of life, the harmonious life that we live, that Paramashiva has given as a gift to each one of us. On the note of something that Ma Atma Swami had shared about the education, I also want to add on to that point actually. During this, okay, keeping in mind that people around the world spend lakhs and lakhs of rupees each year just to finish their education, just to finish colleges, just to get a degree, a certificate, and thousands of them, youth our age, have found it hard and pressured due to that, have decided to give up their lives due to that. This pandemic showed everyone that what truly is important is doing what really is going to help humanity. Universities, colleges, schools give you a certificate, and a certificate can be gotten at any point in life. But what you truly do when you evolve yourself spiritually, you will see that the school, college, university happens as quick. It doesn't require you to be studying for the 24, 25 years of your life. It happens just as is. You evolve spiritually here, and before you know it, you would have actually finished 10th grade. And I think this is when I truly understood the power of downloading. When Swamiji initiated us into downloading, I would always think, rather than downloading, and who knows if it's going to be right, right? So I would always think, what, maybe I can just read the book. Maybe I can just do this, do that. But then I understood that that knowledge from books can be gotten in just few seconds. But people are spending their lives, money, time, treasure, talent on trying to become something, to go and study and to realize something that they think they are.
But in the end, it backed them resources which did not help them sustain this pandemic. Swamiji beautifully had said in the satsang that during this whole period, only the conscious resources that you have absorbed and imbibed and you have will help you through this time, and not the materialistic resources. Of course, you can have a PhD from Harvard, of course, you can have a cruise ship, but then in the end, the coronavirus was having a huge clutch and impact on your life. Not the PhD Harvard certificate that you got could have helped you from coronavirus, or the cruise ship that you bought could have helped you from coronavirus. The conscious resources that we have gotten from Swamiji, those are the initiations, the training, the process, and the food, the dietary plan given by Paramashiva himself. These are the conscious resources that we have gotten, and we are so grateful for. Because understand, these four mere things that even a university, take any prestigious university, they would not teach you this. These are the four things that really helped each and every devotee, disciples, and Balasins of Swamiji to go through this whole Mahapralay. And again, I encourage all the disciples and devotees viewing this right now to really share your experience on how these the conscious resources that you have gotten from Swamiji, how it helped you through this Mahapralaya, and not the materialistic resources you have or had. Swami also beautifully said that the everything has collapsed due to coronavirus because so many things that we held dearly, that is money, wealth, health, and all these three delusionary things that we were working so hard by contributing our time, treasure, talent to build up our life, really broke when coronavirus came, because I think that is the breaking point we all had when we noticed and observed and understood, internalized that not five houses that you had gotten or bought in an area would help you from coronavirus, or the amount of cars that you have in your garage would help you from coronavirus, or the money that is in your bank would have helped you from coronavirus. Because in the end, the virus was everywhere, and everything that you possessed materialistically was not the weapon required for fighting the coronavirus. Instead, it was the conscious resources that Swamiji has been teaching and preaching for the last 26 years to all his disciples and devotees. Really helped us, and really helped us sail through it effortlessly without any incompletions or mood swings. We were actually on a smooth sail to the new world, to be honest. And I encourage all of you again to take a few minutes to go to different social media platforms to really share your experience that Swamiji has personally given you. And I feel like that would do the justice of making others who have not gotten that experience during this Pralay time to understand how much Swamiji has worked hard and contributed just so we can stay afloat and engaged during this Mahapralay. And I encourage all of you to take a few minutes to go share your experience. And yes, please go on and and make it all viral. Keep sharing. Let everybody understand the amount of hard work and contribution His Divine Holiness has personally put in and built and given us that beautiful experience in life during these hard times that the world had faced.
Yes. All the devotees and the viewers who is there on the Facebook, YouTube, and all the other platforms who is watching us, witnessing us, and giving a friendly wave to all of us. Please do join in this Jivarda Sadas. Swamiji has told all of us to do the Jivarda Sadas on the very topic of how in this past 6 months of the pandemic period, how we have led our life and how the whole world order was collapsing right in front of us, and how we have sailed through the whole pandemic, and we are going to enter into the new world order with a freshly fully loaded with the powerful cognitions. So please do comment under the comment section on the Facebook, YouTube, and the other social media platforms. And we will be reading out the comments which you are putting and doing the Jivardasadas on the points which even you all bringing up. So as Ma Jayesha has given a reminder that we are going to celebrate soon the birthday of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, and we have an opportunity to express our sweet love towards Swamiji in a very beautiful, sweetest way, where you will be recording a 1 minute video where, however, you wanted to express that sweet love towards Swamiji, please do shoot the video and tag Swamiji on Swamiji's official pages of social media in the Facebook, Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, and in Instagram, and in the Twitter, in all the social media platforms, whichever the platform which you feel is comfortable and friendly, please go on to that platform and tag Swamiji, because with your tag only, Swamiji is to see and express the love which you have for Swamiji. So please do shoot the video and tag Swamiji in the videos, however the sweetest way which you wanted to express Swamiji. So hashtag I love you Swamiji, ILOVESWAMIJI. Please don't forget to put the hashtag I love you Swamiji, and you can express the way you wanted to express to Swamiji. So back to the topic. As Swamiji had given us with so many powerful cognitions how we have to lead the life after the pandemic. So he has Swamiji has prepared all of us to be able to master uh, the time where whichever is like which we thought cannot be happened. So as I was telling, the pseudo concepts which the society has been put into us has been completely wiped away. It's like a clean slate now, where we are restarting our whole life freshly with the actuals, with the reality in front of our eyes. So there are lots of people who had gotten back their sensitivity, their humanity in their life. The human component in their life has been added back to us, and the pseudo educational system which had brought in our life, where in any difficulty, for example, even if you see till the last year, the students, if you see, they might be what to say, top rankers or something, but when the life had hit hard, or when the life is out there to train us for the further expansion, at that moment the students were not able to handle themselves in that kind of a heavy pressure and imbalance. They took away their life. The same way with the people who think their life is the a very routine life of going to the office, working for 24/7, and then earn money, and then if whatever the money we have, with that we can, they think that we can earn anything. So all those pseudo picture which the society has been given to us, Swamiji, in a very beautifully funny way, Swamiji used to tell, "Kaka tukitpochi." So like that, everything was completely wiped out right in front of our eyes. So this is the time. It's like literally the whole world is now completely new. So even when you wanted to give some powerful cognitions to the people, they are now completely ready, receptive, just to have that powerful cognition. People are just waiting out there. So um, so fear not, just go ahead. Whoever you see, contribute to them with the powerful cognitions which Paramashiva himself directly given to us through Swamiji. Whatever the powerful cognition, whatever is the life assertive uh, cognition Swamiji has given to all of us during this pandemic, and how the new world order is going to take shape, and all of it is now right in front of our eyes. As I was telling, it is like a completely new slate. I was actually reading during this pandemic time, I was reading a few articles and the news also, like how even from the the forests and all the creatures are coming out and walking happily onto the roads. So you could see lots of there were lots of animals and all was so joyfully going around, where the humanity is completely stopped and stayed in a very steady manner. So that is how actually we have coexisted once upon a time, the time where Paramashiva himself has given the lifestyle how we have to live. Now that whole innocence is back with us. It is an opportunity where we all coexist, and the real values of human beings, the real values of um, um, living together, coexisting, everything is back to us. So let us auspiciously start the new life with the end of this pandemic, and let us all coexist and without harming each other. Even in this during this pandemic time, the meat consumption was completely gone down drastically, which is where actually the violence start from, right? So all the killing animals and all of this has come to an a very auspicious end, I can say. So let us now start a new life with a new powerful cognitions, that one able to sit with themselves and having the assert to how to deal with mm, any kind of a situation which happens right in front of us. Having to deal with the real life is back to us. So let us now start a real life.
That was great. That was a really beautiful sharing, Atma Swami. That actually makes sense. We had a few moments of silence because we found it hard to unmute. Small technical glitch. So back to the topic. Now that we're starting life in a new with a new clean slate, right? Swamiji beautifully said, anything that has happened during this pralaya time, blame it on the pralaya. Do not take it upon yourself. Do not say that it is, oh, I did this happened, that happened. Forget everything. It was all due to the pralaya. Let us now take a more responsibility. Let us now start off fresh, right? So, what I really wanted to say is that Swamiji has been empowering all of us through this entire pralaya, through various activities, and now Swamiji is now encouraging and empowering us even more to take responsibilities. A term that modern youth is not that familiar with, to be really precise, right? Even me living 16 years outside in the real world, in the outside world, I mean, it was almost like when you say responsibility, I would never resonate with it. Responsibility and my name now went hand in hand. It's probably just a fear of the consequence of what happens if you take a responsibility, right? So Swamiji beautifully says that whatever has happened till now, let it go. Let us now start clean. So we actually request all the viewers, come be a part of this panel. Come and share the ways in which you have taken responsibilities to enrich the world, empower them, empower people who would have been like me in the outer world, being scared of responsibilities. Tell them what it is that you have done and how it has changed your life, the impacts you have felt in your life. We request all of you pick up your phones and come join us, because now Swamiji has opened it up for everybody to do Vakyatasadars, Jivatasadars on this topic, on what has happened during the Pralay, before Pralay, after Pralay, because now it's up to you to enrich the world. And
Yes, now we have even our viewers participating with us, where Ma Chitrabhanu is saying, viewers, so protected by Swamiji. Yes, ma. We are really protected. Literally, Swamiji had taken us in his own arms and made us sail through this pandemic. And Devi Karani Iyarpatham says, truly, Swamiji was with us, brought out the Pralaya, throughout the Pralaya times. Sorry, the initiations helped us to endure tough and difficult moments of the Pralaya. Powerful cognitions have become part of us, and new software and transformation had happened. Thank you. Truly, ma, what you said is 100% right. It is like literally, it's a preparation for us for the new world order. Debima says, this pralaya appears to be a mirror of our collective consciousness. The dissolution of collective samskaras has happened. Now, the new fresh rebirth of Bhuloka is happening. A clean state based in higher awareness. Now, all systems, political, social, economical, educational, are awakening in higher awareness. All praise to Paramashiva. Hashtag I love you, Swamiji. Right. Devi Ma'am, really well said. It is like all the dissolution samskaras had completely wiped out. Now the new happened. It is not only in for human beings, even for in every aspect of like political much. Just his words carried me through. For months, he trained us. March 2000 in his satsangs and his online program that trained and took me through pralaya smoothly. So needed that. That's very much true, ma'am. Like, however, Swamiji had held us completely through the Paramashivoham program, through the program, lots of initiations and the powerful cognition Swamiji had given. Literally, we will be waiting for the darshan of Swamiji and what he is going to reveal next and how he is going to prepare us for during the pralaya, and when we are completely loaded, how we are going to go to the next level of the new world order. It was very sweet way which Swamiji had made us go through all of it. And she says that prepped me properly. Yes, you're right. So Kailasa Christ Booth says Swamiji was all the support during the pralaya. Satsang with Paramashivoham level 2. This program, who is so exciting, impact with knowledge, I feel completely rejuvenated and energized. I was able to successfully complete the Nirahara Samyama. And she says, I am more advanced in my yoga practice. My whole lifestyle is upgraded. On December 2nd day, three of the fruits and vegetable fast. Yeah, the Turyatita Samyama. I very playfully was humming the Mahavakya, told the coconut to move, and it moved completely across the screen of my iPad, and that was sitting on the dresser. I was not touching it. With Swamiji, all things are possible. Yes, actually, we can even say whatever we thought as impossible, made Swamiji made it as possible. So it was so sweet sharing. So please do participate and keep posting and participate in this Jiva the Sadas. It is very heart touching sharings of our devotees through the comments. So as Swamiji was, as Swamiji's birthday was nearing, it is just one more reminder to all our viewers and devotees and disciples who are literally waiting to express their love in a very, very, very sweetest way. Where if we get one single chance where we'll be pouring our life and pouring our gratitude to Swamiji in a very sweetest expressions. So now we have time. At this time, please make a video, 1 minute video, however you wanted to express, how sweetly, how naughtily, how cutely, how passionately, how whatever the way, how crazily, how gracefully you wanted to express. You can go ahead and make 1 minute video where you will be having the hashtag I love you Swamiji, and you can express however the way you want. So as you know, Swamiji is the one who will never, he just know why we happened, what we happened, and he just knows how great, how gracefully, how crazily we love Swamiji. So this is an opportunity. Take this opportunity and make this 1 minute video and put the hashtag I love you Swamiji, and don't forget to tag Swamiji's official channels. So we all know on the Facebook Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, Paramahamsa Nithyananda, and KAILASA Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, and Twitter, Instagram. Please tag Swamiji and post your gracy, crazy, lovely, sweet, pretty, cute, sweetest expression of your love with hashtag I love you Swamiji. So now let us get back to the satsang topic, where we are discussing what are all the ways we have sailed through this whole pandemic and how we are going to start the new world order, how we are entering in an auspicious way, in a powerful way. We are starting this the new life.
Yes, Mahatma Swami. Swamiji, so just to give a small introduction on what Swamiji has done a lot during this pandemic for all of us. In many, many, many different ways, Swamiji had helped us.
It's 9 o'clock.
Being different completion techniques, or the global Nirvani Akada program, the minutes for peace that used to happen, right? And Swamiji again had introduced and again had awakened all of us, initiated all of us into this process of unclutching. So we would like to actually play a small video from our beloved Swamiji, what Swamiji has told about the requirement for these techniques. Although Swamiji had introduced these techniques decades ago, now you can see how much it is affecting a person, how much it is leaving a positive impact on a person, how much it is needed, how much it was needed during this pralaya time. So we would request the video to be played.
All of you to practice more and more unclutching in a deep way. Help every person in the planet Earth to unclutch. Understand, this is the greatest gift you can give it to you and to others. Last 2 years, I was building this conscious ship and protecting all my Kailasavasis and training them for this pralaya. Now again I tell you, even now it is not too late. I keep my conscious ship doors open. before things become more worse. If you are not able to physically get into my Kailasa, at least come to this enlightened, organized lifestyle. Understand? Gods live organized way. In the Devaloka, God's world, there may be one or two chaos, one or two confusion, but being organized is a lifestyle. Small chaos and confusion is exemption. If you perceive universe is organized, you are in the state of Deva, God. If you perceive universe is chaos, you are in the state of demon, devil, Rakshasa. Understand? Even this pralaya is very organized. I can see even this pralaya is very organized.
दोस्तों अगर दिल में कोई गीत हो लबों
Even now, I request all of you, add more and more unclutching. Enrich yourself with unclutching, completion, oneness, ajapa japa of Mahavakya, deep feeling connection, yoga, puja, vegetarian diet, nirahara samyama, and enrich every individual you can reach out, at least with unclutching technique, because the pandemic fatigue is going to be too worst. Understand the psychological impact of this pandemic. This pralaya is going to be extremely dangerous. Even now I am repeating, this pandemic is not going to swallow even 1% of the world population, but it's going to affect the livelihood of more than 50% of the humanity, and it is going to affect the lifestyle of 100% of the humanity. This pralaya's psychological impact is going to be too strong. Without unclutching, you can't even be mentally balanced, stable person. So unclutching is not luxury. It is survival need now during this pandemic fatigue. Otherwise, the unknown agitation you will go through, you see, to kill a monkey, you don't need to do anything big. A small wound is enough. If you just make a small wound in the monkey's hand or anywhere in the body, he will just scratch that wound, will not allow that wound to heal itself and get infected, get the septic and die. Now, the whole humanity is going to go through the same kind of psychological agitation. Learn unclutching. That is the only way you will save yourself from this pandemic fatigue, delusional arrogance, delusional ignorance. Understand? Otherwise, the unknown agitation which is happening in you, out of that unknown agitation, you will make major decisions in your life. Out of temporary agitation, you will make permanent damages. Understand? I am repeating. This pandemic, this pralaya, even 1% of the population will not die. The world population is something like roughly 7.8 billion. And 1% is roughly 78 million. 78 million is not going to die. But this pralaya is going to affect livelihood of the 50% of the humanity and lifestyle of 100% of the humanity. Understand? Learn unclutching. If you are already a disciple, practice more and more unclutching, completion, oneness, ajapa ajapa of Mahavagya, deep feeling connection.
नोक झोंक वाली, binge watch वाली.
We are style. Life is not difficult if we love organized lifestyle. Do not fall into delusional ignorance and do not hold on to delusional ignorance due to delusional arrogance. This Sarvari Varsha, this year's prediction, Saruvari Andadanil Sadipadi Nettume Thiramaru Noyal Tirivargal Mari Illai Bhumi Velai Vellamar Puttirarum Matravarum Yemamandri Chavar Yambu. English translation: whole humanity will be affected by diseases, rains will fail, means I'm not saying there won't be rain, there will be chaos in rain. It will suddenly appear in large quantity and destroy the crop, and suddenly will not be there and kill the crop. In different ways it will fail. Agricultural lands will not yield full produce. Many people will die without having immunity and protection. Understand? Every day, well-known celebrities in every field, entertainment industry, politics, every field, celebrities are openly coming out and declaring that they are having mental breakdown, depression, collapsing. They are not able to handle the quarantine anymore, this pralaya and its impact anymore. Not just quarantine, all the other impacts of this pralaya. Because the peer pressure, jealousy and comparison was the fuel, inspiration to run the life for many of the celebrities, whether in the field of politics, entertainment, or society, in many fields, practically every field.
I have a busy life, and it's often tough to find.
Why so much of depression, mental breakdown, suicides all over the world? Because the peer pressure, comparison, jealousy, all the thought currents, which was energy, fuel, is suddenly missing. It's not there anymore. The delusion which they needed to run their life is missing. So they do not know the goal of life, the purpose of life. Last 2 years I was insisting to start living only based on intense, powerful cognitions. Even now, O humanity, I am not angry with you, incomplete with you. You have not allowed me to live with you, that is okay. I am here. I will continue to do my job of supporting you, helping you, serving you to sail through this pralaya. With powerful cognitions and power manifestation signs. Once the pralaya settles, the post-pralaya, I'll open myself and make myself available to the humanity and revive the enlightened civilization KAILASA. I'm just waiting for the pralaya to settle down. Pralaya will reach the peak by December 14th. And after that, it will start settling down. I'll tell you when it will completely settle down. But till December 14th, it is only going to go up, 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 up.
Even in challenging times, many everyday champions are driving change. Check out the ones that inspired me the most.
That was a very, very beautiful and intense satsang that Swamiji had given. And if you have noticed, this is exactly. That was a very, very beautiful and intense satsang. What happened? New cognitions and statements that Swamiji had made. One of the reasons for the whole the reason why people just couldn't sustain, especially the celebrities, Swamiji said beautifully, is because celebrity, all the famous people in politicians, celebrities, in that area of limelight itself, their inspiration was just envy and jealous. That is so true, because with the inspiration of envy and jealous is what ran as fuel for the famous people in today's world. And that is one of the aspects of why the emotionally and physically people collapsed from the celebrity position to what they are now. I'm sure that people have seen so many shocking headlines on what really happened in that media and movie industry, that the film industry, what really happened. A lot of things were exposed, and Swamiji beautifully opened up about this and how Pralaya would actually be organizing everybody. He said that this is the time for us to live in an organized way. So when the world was running chaotic and running like headless chickens, this pralaya made sure people are grounded and they are aware and mature. This pralaya matured their being into something else. And Swamiji also beautifully said that through the diet, through completion, through the whole video is based on this technique of unclutching, you will be able to sail through Pralaya beautifully. And we wanted to share this video to all the participants and the viewers, because understand, unclutching played a major role in our lives to really come through and overcome the obstacles that we face during this time. So this was one of the most major technique used by the disciples and the devotees. And like Swamiji said, this is not something new, and he has been sharing these techniques for so long now, and he's still continuing to do that. And understand, it's up to us to mature ourselves to that level to understand he is Paramashiva, the living incarnation of Paramashiva, who is building authentic Hindu nation, giving the conscious solutions for us to follow. Enough evidences and proofs have broken our delusions and Maya that we lived in. Everything that we dearly held on to, like wealth, money, houses, education, broke with just this one single virus outbreak. And it's high time that we stand up as Hindus, as strong pillars for Swamiji, to enable his mission to spread Hinduism worldwide. Like I said before, the only thing which is going to matter no matter what is the conscious resources that you will gain from Swamiji. And these conscious resources will not come to you no matter how much money you pay or what any PhD you hold from any prestigious university. You will not be able to gain this conscious resources. In fact, you will be able to gain it only when you are in that listening space. When you come to the frequency of listening to Paramashiva himself, understand every single conscious resources in Paramashiva will get downloaded in you, just like that. And that is what is required for us to sail through, be it this pandemic or any problem that we have in our lives.
I also wanted to add one point that we haven't come across, we haven't really discussed in the last over an hour and a half that we've been going over, discussing the points on what really, and recapping the pralaya, how we're going to build from where we are today. One thing that Swamiji spoke about, the revealed during the pralaya, is that the universe is expanding at a higher rate. And he even spent maybe 2, 3, or 4 satsangs, at least for a week, continuously guiding us, continuously telling us to watch a certain documentary also on how the universe is expanding. And he was telling us how that we should each continuously imbibe the truth from this. What is it? And I'm hoping the rest of the panelists remember also how we are seeing that there were so many different effects in the human world, in the human communities, cities, and society. We have seen how the coronavirus impacts were. Then in the earth and the animals and the plants, the ecosystems, the biological ecosystems, how was the coronavirus impact? Now, Swamiji has even spoken about, given us the profound truths of, in the universal and cosmic aspect, how the coronavirus or the impact of the pralaya is happening. He told us and he guided and he continued to insist. And we have to, when Paramashiva himself is insisting on a certain thing, we should each understand and we should really do it, because that is the ultimate truth, the ultimate guidance that he has as the wielder of the whole cosmos itself, who is literally making this whole Jagat run on its own. He is continuously telling that the universe is expanding at an accelerated rate. Until the pralaya, the rate of expansion, see, we always know that the universe is expanding. However, a collected breakthrough and scientific breakthroughs had been collected and seen about how the universe was expanding at an accelerated rate, meaning that the expansion rate itself was becoming more and more faster. What does this mean? What does it mean that was happening, and what is happening in the universal and cosmic dimensions? Really, I see it as a massive expansion that was happening, and in that expansion, the destruction needed to happen for certain elements so that the expansion can happen. In the spiritual, the psychological, or the mental, the as one of the commenters had said, the collective consciousness, in all of these ways, the expansion of the cosmos is happening. Therefore, there needs to be making room for more. Beautifully, Swamiji says that Nataraja, the Lord of the form of Paramashiva, who is dancing blissfully, he represents the 5 different panchakritya of creation, destruction, maintenance, sustenance, putting into delusion, and liberating. So these 5 different actions is what Paramashiva does. And he also, as he is liberating, he also needs to destroy. Many people always have the misinterpretation that Shiva is the energy of destruction. And unfortunately, in many of the narratives, the false narratives which have been spread about Hinduism, they say that Shiva is a destroyer. However, we have to understand that only when we destroy, only when we see what is not needed and remove those things, then only we can grow, expand further. And what does the cosmic level, in the universal level, what does it mean for the expansion of the consciousness, the whole cosmos? It means that not only the cosmos and the material world, means the matter, literally what we can see with our senses and we can understand, but also the unknown dimension, the avyakta, is also expanding. The consciousness itself of the whole universe, the whole consciousness is expanding. And not only that, expanding at an accelerated rate. What does this mean? That inside of each and every one of us, our possibility, our consciousness is increasing. Meaning that after the pralaya, powers can manifest more and more. That after the pralaya, our own consciousness, which is stopping ourselves, until now, how much ever you have lived in your life, it's not as if we have always had fears or anything. We have a lot of us have worked consciously to build ourselves in a certain way, and that itself, sometimes the consciousness itself stops us from having a super conscious breakthrough. And so being able to break through that, expanding and being able to breakthrough is, I always find it so soothing and ultimately so profound when Swamiji connects of the whole cosmos itself. Because when we understand the cosmic level, what is going on, the bigger picture of what is happening in the universe, what is happening beyond our 6 foot, 5 foot, 4 foot frame, which is so small and literally irrelevant when it comes to the grander scheme, when we all leave the mortal frame, we ultimately have a bigger consciousness that we go into, and that we are going up, that all of our sufferings and everything, because this others conceptualizing and imbibing the powerful questions when it comes to the different impacts in the human society level, then also the impacts in the level of the earth, and so many different ways in the ecosystem and earths. Also, we must see the people, researchers involved in this during this how the faith means so much more than so much to what is happening in the software scriptures and align ourselves and align that is how this I to that understand positive that is that what the universal key ultimately considers cosmic means.
Sorry, Ma Sadashiv Priya, I think there is some technical error from your side. Uh, yeah, so getting into the topic, we have lots of even devotees participating with us on the Facebook. So I'll be reading out all our devotees' comments, also participating in this Jiva Dasadas. So Satya Singh says, waiting, waiting, we all are waiting. Yes, we are waiting. And Devi Karanima says, feels rejuvenated listening to Bhagavan again and again about Charya Pada. Lifestyle has changed to align with cosmic truths, right intentions, right focus, and right way of living Thank you, Bhagavan. Love you, Bhagavan and Sangha. Thank you so much, Ma, for participating and adding so much beautiful, sweetest things into this Jivada Sadas. And Ma Shanti Bas says, Ma, I recall that how we postponed our son's wedding. First, we fix our son's wedding on 27/11/2020 after Swamiji announced until 14th December 2020, don't take any decision, whether wedding, buying property, and so on. So we decided to postpone the wedding to 19th February 2021. Actually, the wedding day we fixed on 27th November 2020, and same day our place was announced as red zone for COVID. Oh wow. We all under quarantine. What a compassionate Swamiji showers on us. He is there for us to change the date and save us from all the chaos. Deep gratitude, Ammayapane, Arunachala, KAILASA, Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Seriously, Ma, if Swamiji has guided us in anything, it has a very deeper meaning, and Swamiji sees the bigger picture of everything. So if any Swamiji instruction, do not take it light, and it is such a very what to say, important and very nice sharing, Shanti Ma. And she always also she says, so many auspicious happenings, just showers by Ammayapane. Yes, Ma, truly. Swamiji happening in our life itself is such auspiciousness. So Sonia the Selveria says, we are so blessed. Thank you, Swamiji. Yes, we are truly blessed, and stay blessed. Sonia also says, I can say that everything went so smoothly. I did not realize during the Pralaya. I do understand that the constant listening of Swamiji's satsangs, introductions, guidance, love, and attending, practicing the Ganas program, as well as their Paramashivoham sessions, have helped me go through with grace. I had been under Swamiji's protection, although gratitude towards Swamiji. Seriously, actually, when the pandemic fatigue had started, a subtle kind of the humanity is settling to the the fear and a kind of hopelessness in life. So Swamiji bringing the Paramashiva Ganas program to the devotees and making all of us again participate. It's like a completely start all over again, and getting engaged and becoming active during this Pralaya was something completely amazing, with the help of Paramashivoham program also. It was such an amazing combo, I can say. It was such a beautiful thing, Ma. And thank you so much for the sharing. And Kailasa's Jesse Plank says, I try to share unclutching almost every day since May to June. I am so much more emotionally relaxed than I used to be. I even used unclutching constantly to quit smoking and vaping. Thank you, Swamiji, for reminding us unclutch so many times. Love you. Yes, almost anything could happen, and I would just unclutch and be fine. Thanks, Sri Nithyananda, for doing those live guided unclutching meditations that brought me through multi layers of myself. I was definitely feeling some mystical space in Shanti. Yes, Ma, true. Those powerful cognitions are literally the fuel for us those days. Thank you so much for sharing and participating. And Kailasa's Jesse Plank says again, "O beloved Swamiji, is there more at the time to know about Vidya Tattva and Vedic cosmology and physics and the other of the 36 tattvas?" Yes, um, Swamiji has already spoken about it, and all these videos are available on Swamiji's main YouTube channel. And about the 11 dimensions, yes. So when Swamiji spoke about 11 dimensions in the Paramashivoham program, all those videos, so literally all the 11 dimensions Swamiji has spoke are up on the KAILASA's Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam YouTube channel. How to come to Kailasa? Please do register yourself as e-Kailasa Vasi, and the link will be projected below. So please do apply your e-passport, then you will be a part of Kailasa. Thank you so much. People are really actively participating throughout the whole satsang Jivar the Sadas, which we are continuously having on how we have sailed through the pandemic and how we are auspiciously starting the new life with the new world order, with so much of powerful cognitions. And there are really amazing sweet sharings of our devotees in the through Facebook comments. Please do participate, and you also can share your experiences, like how you have sailed through this whole pandemic with the help of Swamiji's powerful cognitions, and how Swamiji's teachings helped in your day-to-day life, whether it may be your educational life, your personal life, um, your your economical life, even mental health, physical health. In all the aspects, how Swamiji's teachings have helped you all to sail through this pandemic, and how excitingly we are going to enter into the new world order. So the viewers who participated just now and who are missed the previous part of the pre-satsang, I give one more time a reminder that Swamiji's birthday is about to come, and we are here crazily to express our love through the short videos. So each and everyone, whoever wanted to express your love in a very sweetest way, naughtiest way, and craziest way, graciest way, so you all can make a 1 minute short video expressing your gratitude and love towards Swamiji. So do not forget to add hashtag I love you Swamiji, and tag Swamiji in all Swamiji's official social media platforms. So through, when you tag Swamiji, Swamiji get to know, and of course, whether you tag Swamiji or not, Swamiji do sense your love and feel your love, of course. But do not forget to tag Swamiji. So I just want to tell you again, please add hashtag I love you Swamiji, ILOVESWAMIJI.
And
So
let's make this challenge vital for the amount of hard work and contribution Swamiji has put during this pralay to hold each and every single disciple, devotee, and balisan personally in his own hands and help us sail through this Mahapralay in an effortless way. Let us make this challenge go viral, and let us express our love and gratitude through this challenge, and let us go completely all out for this challenge and under the hashtag of I love you Swamiji, and let us show our gratitude and how he has personally trained and helped us. And the least we can do is, share our utmost authentic love and gratitude and share that to the whole world too.
Even in the video we just watched a few moments ago, Swamiji beautifully told all of us to enrich and enreach the world. by reaching out to all people that you know. So we again request all of you also to go ahead and enrich the world, to come and be a part of this challenge, to show how much you love Swamiji. It can be your own version of how you want it to be. And as we're reminding again, Swamiji's Jayanti is coming up. So let us all put our hands together and film this 1 minute video just to show our gratefulness and how much we love Swamiji for various reasons that each of us individually have, but especially during the way Swamiji had beautifully helped each one of us sail through this pralaya unaffected and even more empowered.
Yes, and if all the disciples, devotees would have known this, during this Mahapralay, a very important revival of Hinduism, Kailasa itself happened, and that is the revival of Hindu Parliament. A very, very beautiful revival and a big contributing factor and a major part of Hinduism and Kailasa itself. And everybody who were involved had the privilege of working towards this Hindu Parliament understand we are all going to be noted down in history for contributing and working in reviving this only Hindu Parliament in this whole world. And one of the beautiful things that Swamiji trained us all in again is we all had certain restrictions towards the skills that we have and the skills that we want to learn. Everything beautifully broke during this time because when Swamiji incorporated activism in our lives, he made sure that everybody, no matter the age, creed, nothing, everybody is supposed to do this. It was literally Guruva. And we worked towards doing this, and we have evolved ourselves to a whole new level. We are more capable, we are more confident, we are more empowered, and we are more motivated. During this Mahapralay, Swamiji has beautifully trained us and beautifully carved us into Paramashiva himself.
And although I'm sure many of us will be able to resonate with the fact that during this pralay, almost everybody who was part of the Paramashivoham program, when we had various tasks that was related to building the digital nation, like building websites and creating pages, and many of us were not aware. Many of us did not know that this skill existed within us. We still worked towards making that happen. We spent most of our time in learning, and we didn't realize time passed by. We contributed and to make this Kailasa happen. And we again request all of you to come join us and be a part of this panel discussion, because you know better of everything that you have gone through during this pralay and how much it has impacted your life in the most positive ways. When the world itself was taking a break, we were working, we were more active, we were putting time into making Kailasa happen. So we request all of you again to take a few minutes, comment down below, and let everybody know how this pralay had affected and impacted your lives, and how Swamiji had played a huge role in making it so smooth for each one of us to get through it, and how we have become a completely new person after the 6 months of pralay.
And all the disciples and devotees, once again, go to various social media platforms and share your experience and breakthroughs that you personally had during this pralay, and how how Swamiji helped you through all the obstacles and how he had given you that powerful cognition so you could get through this Mahapralay. And I still feel like that would do enough justice for all the new participants and viewers who is here with us today, and let us give them a little insight about how exactly Swamiji has helped us and how much hard work Swamiji has actually put in just so we can have the great lives that we deserve. And that is one of the most compassionate act anybody could have given us, and he did it during these tough and rough times, and the least we could do is share our experience and make it known to the whole world about the hard work and contribution Swamiji has had and played in our lives. Again, take a few minutes and go to Twitter, Instagram, Facebook to share your experience, and you can go ahead and do that while we'll give you a few minutes to do that.
Mahatma Swami, a small question for you. What was your best moment in the 6 months of Pralay that we just experienced and that we just came out of recently?
See, the best time which I can say is when we are waiting for Swamiji and Swamiji coming and adding the powerful cognitions to all of us. See, when we thought Swamiji will be coming and revealing some higher truths, it is not just, it is like literally you will be dealing something in your life and you will be waiting for some click to happen, waiting to what to say, unfold the thing which is going on in your mind. So Swamiji's satsangs is like whatever you are waiting for, it will be on point, just giving the click, just to unfold the whole thing unto you. So whatever which the whole pandemic time, whatever was going through, whether it may be the outside circumstances, situations, and how we ourselves were dealing like so much without even without even having any external effect, the ups and downs, the mood swings, ups and downs, and even people, when we see the people going through all of it without even having a reason, um, like how to handle that very situation itself used to be a kind of a tough task for us. But when Swamiji comes and gives the click why it is happening, and there was one of the satsangs where Swamiji was telling people are waiting to get hurt, so just be calm and stay calm, everything will settle on its own. So there was a period where I was seeing the amount of suicides happening, um, the way the world order was melting down, everything actually, the way people sharing itself is like there was no hope in their future. So it was like, where are we going to head? It's like every time the lockdown will be about to finish, and then again the lockdown starts. So where are we heading? That kind of a really strong question when raised in humanity. Human beings are going like literally havoc. The whole life of them was havoc. And the way Swamiji added value to them and empowered each and an individual. The satsang is like literally for personally tailored for individuals, where whatever the mood swings they go through, whatever the ups and downs they go through, whether it may be internal fights in their houses, or the fights between what to say, spouses, or whatever it may be, it was such a simple and very powerful clicks what Swamiji has given. So as Swamiji has like 2 days back, how Swamiji has told in the satsang, let us all put all the blame on Pralaya. So let us start a new life. So this thing was very, very powerful. Whatever may happen, we tend to blame others, like situations around, the people around. Because of that person, I was like this. Because of this situation, I am like this. So let us all take this Pralaya as an opportunity and put the blame on Pralaya, and just completely charged up and start a new life. It is not even a restart of life altogether. and heading towards a very active, hardworking, a beautiful, blissful lifestyle. We are gonna start with a very auspicious note. So it actually, when the pralaya is settled down, this is the moment where we are completely receptive and literally a kind of a clean slate, right? So this is the time when we are completely getting loaded up with Swamiji's powerful cognitions. It is such a, it is like you are completely uh, given the tools for your further future to mold, carve the way you want, and with an auspicious start. So let us all, without any further delay, just tune in to the Swamiji's satsangs. Swamiji is gonna come in few more minutes, and every day live satsang. Let us all have this habit of tuning into Swamiji's satsang. For example, if at all you miss Swamiji's satsang for any circumstances or any reasons, all the transcripts are available in Swamiji's official page, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam page. So we can go to this page at any point of time and we can see the retelecast, or you can even read the transcript of what Swamiji has spoken. So a very auspicious future ahead, and let us more and more charge up, load ourselves with this powerful cognition. So this is such a beautiful time where we all gather and we all start a new life with a new world order, and as well the Kailasa doors are open wide. So as Swamiji in the last satsang mentioned, whoever wanted to have a darshan of Paramashiva himself directly, you all can come up from Australia. Kailasa's chartered flights are available to take you to Kailasa and have Paramashiva's darshan, where everybody, like literally the whole humanity, is waiting for this one movement. So from this Paramashivaratri, we are going to have a live darshan of Paramashiva himself. The Kailasa doors are wide open. So all the viewers who are watching, who thinks that how I can be a part of Kailasa, or how I can get the visa to Kailasa. So without any further delay, there is a link shown below for you to register for the e-passport. So e-passport is the way where you get the opportunity to access all the offerings which Kailasa has. So not only that, you will get the visa to Kailasa itself. So please do register and become a part of e-Kailasavasi, citizen of Kailasa.
That was so beautiful, Atma Swami. And like Atma Swami said, the first step for us to experience this new life is, let us all go down and sign up for becoming a citizen of Kailasa. Sign up for the e-passport. Let us start off this whole new journey of our life that we call after the pralay, signing up for becoming an e-Kailashan. And like Atma Swami said, what all gifts Swamiji has personally brought from Kailas will be given to all of you for you to experience what we have experienced through this Mahapralay. And it was one of the most intense yet a very beautiful experience that each and every disciple and devotee and Balasins had.
So we request all of you to take a few minutes, go down and register yourself. Become an e-Kailasavasi. You can sign up for the e-passport. We'll give you a few minutes to do so as we await the most awaited moment, actually, that we're all really waiting for, the darshan and satsang of Swamiji. Please do take a few moments. And for all of you who have already registered, become a part of KAILASA, it is your time to go ahead and record that 1 minute video on how much you love Swamiji, on why you love Swamiji. Just 1 minute. That's all. Just 1 minute of your time to show your gratitude to His Divine Holiness.
Everybody can go make this challenge viral in every single social media platform there is: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and many more. And once again, reminding all of you to make the video right now under the hashtag I love you Swamiji. Let us make this challenge viral and let us keep sharing it to everybody. And we have come to the most awaited segment of today.
Actually, we have some of the questions on Facebook. Ranjit Mano says, Swamiji Namaskaram, I want to apply for Kailasa passport but not able to do. Any of your administrators can help me. I want to meet you, Swamiji. Please help me from Malaysia. So the actual link will be posted in the live satsang, pre-satsang link itself. There'll be scrolling happening for the e-passport. So please do sign in. I have applied very recently, so the link is working very much. Please try again to log into that very link and then apply for yourself. So Kailasa's Jesse Plank says, I'm so glad Swamiji just told us straightforward back in April. It's going to be lockdown the whole year. I trusted it and told my friends to get used to it for now. So yes, Swamiji has actually made all of us, the devotees, disciples, Swamiji made all of us given a heads up for the whole year, how that the whole 2020 is going to be a lockdown till December. And as Swamiji told, the lockdown was extended till December. Now it got eased up, but still be careful with all your precautions. Till February, till the Mahashivaratri, till the Paramashivoham, please do follow the country's law, whatever the precautions the local country says. So please do follow and be careful, stay safe. The pralaya is completely settling down. So have this opportunity to take the jump towards the enlightenment with fully loaded, powerful cognitions. So whoever watching online on Facebook, YouTube, and any other platforms, please do participate in this Jivada Sadas. How we have gone through, sailed through this pralaya with the powerful cognitions every day given by Swamiji, and how Swamiji's guidelines had helped us to be powerful, to establish ourselves into Paramashivatva, establish ourselves powerfully, and how fully charged with the different various programs happened in during the Pralaya time, whether it may be Paramashivoham seasons. So still the Paramashivoham is happening, the 18th season is happening. So back-to-back Paramashivoham programs which gave powerful cognitions to each individual. And the darshans, where even if you have a little restlessness, with the simple darshan of Swamiji, very powerfully the powerful cognitions has been inserted into us. So the season 18 is happening. So still people can register and be part of the Paramashivoham program as well. The Paramashiva Gana program is still happening, where we completely engage, equip ourselves for this new world order. So let us all gather and get loaded with these powerful cognitions. And you also can participate in this Jivarda Sadas, how the whole pandemic had taken place in your life, how the situations were completely chaotic around you, but yet you are established in that Paramashivatva with the guidance of Swamiji, how smoothly Swamiji had carried all of us and throughout this pandemic. And you can share your experiences. We'll be reading out your sharings, which is coming on the Facebook.
Um, in the meantime, Atma Swami, I would like to share one click that I had gotten. So when I had joined Gurukul in the year 2018, this was when the preparations for Mahapralaya had already started. So one of the preparations where we all were confined in one place, we were not allowed to go to any place except we had to be in one area. That time Swamiji used to come for live satsangs, and I think everybody might remember this. He said that for next 3 years, make sure you stay alive. I bet at that point nobody understood the relevance or the context to why exactly Swamiji is telling all of us to stay alive for 3 years. After the year 2020, early 2020, when this whole outbreak happened, I pieced it all together and understood that he has not only prepared us, but also has given us precaution and warned us beforehand on what is really going to happen in the future. So I would like to express my gratitude to Bhagavan to not just guide us, but to also warn us and help us understand how serious the future of the world is going to get by giving this subtle warning to us. And right now, I would like all the disciples and devotees to go to various different digital platforms and type down your experience and how in the 2018 when the preparations are initially started for Mahapralay, and how you feel like going through the training and the process Bhagavan has personally given us. I feel like it'll do justice for all the, again, new participants and viewers to share your experience, and at the same time like show your gratitude towards Bhagavan and how he has done so much hard work in just helping us stay afloat during this Mahapralay.
Just 1 minute of your time will be more than sufficient to enrich millions of people around the world who may come and read that comment. You do not realize the power of experiences. Once you start sharing and people start resonating with it, the effect it has on a person's life is massive. So we again request all those who are watching on every platform from YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, go on and leave a comment down below. Share the video, because it is up to us to make the world know about the importance and how much Swamiji has been contributing to each and every one of us, not just this past 6 months, but this entire 26 years of Swamiji's hard work and contribution. So we request all of you to go ahead and leave a comment down below. Join us. It is only now we're giving all of you a platform to voice out your experiences, to show people what has really happened this past 6 months. That was so exciting for each one of us to have gone through. Every day was a new day. Every day was a new task. Every day was a new activity, new program. On Paramashiva, it was a new Bhava Samadhi Darshan. It was always exciting. It made us want to go to the next day. It was not a burden or a lag. It was more like excitement. We wanted to do what was supposed to be done the next day, right? So we request all of you also to go ahead and share these experiences you all have been having, and we have been sharing all the experiences we have had during this pralay, and we want all of you also to get a chance, an opportunity to be able to do the same. So go ahead and leave a comment down below.
when the whole world did not want to wake up for the next day, we were so excited and eager to see what is going to happen, what Darshan Swami is going to give us the next day. And understand, we need to be able to spread that kind of experience to the whole humanity who had missed greatly during this pralay time. And the least we can do right now is to give that authentic experience, share it in various platforms, continuously start enriching and enriching other Hindus and other people in the world, and get them to Kailasa so they can have a beautiful experience that we all have and had. And it's not nice to have all those beautiful experiences to ourselves. So instead, let us start sharing widely right now, because we have the opportunity to strongly voice out the beautiful training and the hard work done and contributed by none other than the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagatguru Mahasannidhanam.
I welcome all of you, the whole world. I welcome all of you, the whole world, to come and celebrate, enjoy not only the enlightenment ecosystem, the beauty of how it is getting revived. Be an insider for this great revival process. If you are an insider even for a startup company, you will understand not only the result of the company, even that being an insider is such a joy. Being an insider when it was happening is something extraordinary. So, I welcome all of you to come and be part of an insider of this revival of KAILASA, the enlightenment ecosystem, sovereign order of KAILASA, KAILASA nation itself. I request and welcome, invite all of you to become e-Kailasian. Get your free passport and make billions receive this free passport. What I mean by the word e-Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to KAILASA, it's okay. KAILASA can come to you. KAILASA coming to you is e-Kailasa. What I mean by the word e-Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to KAILASA, it's okay. KAILASA can come to you. KAILASA coming to you is e-Kailasa. What I mean by the word e-Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is E-Kailasa. What I mean by the word E-Kailasa, listen intensely.
There are passport and how I can I haven't get any. Okay, Sangari Joshi says can't get through to anyone regarding my e-passport. Can't get through to NTV without passport details. The e-passport details are you will be informed once you apply to e-pass. You will be getting the notification through your emails. So let us actually see what is the Kailasa's e-passport. The world's most populated city is the internet. So the Kailasa e-nation resides in this global city and is decoding and making available the enlightened civilization and its contribution of all the citizens in a user-friendly way. The e-Kailasa's Kailasa passport gives people all over the world completely free access to the benefits of all the knowledge and Hindu Dharma has to offer to the world via digital and online medium. This knowledge and services encompasses the fields of living enlightenment, health, medicine, art, science, technology, and social, judicial, political, and legal systems. So, log in to the e-passport to register for the e-passport. The link is shown in the screen. So once if you get on to that link, so you will have a sign up form. So once you sign up yourself, you will be able to register yourself for the e-passports. So what are all the choices of services available? So the Kailasa e-passport empowers you to access the vast base of Hinduism in an online environment. You can access all the resources, teachings, the lifestyle that Sanatana Hindu has to offer, gain immediate access to a network of online. So Nithyananda Hindu University courses and programs you will be able to access through once when you successfully register for your e-passport. Nithyanandeshwara Hindu temples rituals, you will get to have the darshan of Nithyananda temples rituals wherever you are across the world. Nithyananda Hindu library scriptures and books are completely free and available to you. And Hindu lifestyle products like you may call it as Rudraksha, Vibhuti, everything which Hinduism has and which Hinduism can contribute to you. So all of it you will have access once you get to register for your e-passport. So for you to register, the link is shown in the screen. So please click on to that link and register yourself for applying your free e-passport. So once you have e-passport, you will get the access to the complete access of whole Sanatana Hindu Dharma, which has have readily available to offer to you. So once if you register also, you do not need to um, bother. I'm not getting any reply back, or I haven't get any reply back from the Kailasa. Don't worry at all. Once if you register, you will be getting the notifications where Kailasa offerings are every day on day-to-day basis. You will be getting the notifications and guidelines for your powerful life, the powerful cognition in the form of audio, in the form of videos, and Swamiji's direct teachings. As I told you, the whole Nithyananda Hindu University will be completely free and available for you to have the access. So you will get on there. You can have you can join into the courses, where whatever the course you would like to. So starting from the wealth completion sessions, which is like couple of hours, to 1 day program, half a day program, 2 days program, 4 day program, and 16 days Paramashivoham program, and upcoming 21-day program with Swamiji. All of these courses will be completely freely available to you once you register for the e-Kailasa. So please do not delay anymore. And as as Swamiji has told in the last satsang, the Kailasa's gates are wide open now for all of us, for the whole humanity, to have the Paramashiva darshan directly, physically. So do not delay anymore and do not wait. Just go on to the link shown in the screen, register yourself, and make your e-passport ready. So once if you register for your e-passport, you will be considered as e-Kailasavasi. So what is this e-Kailasavasi? So once if you become the e-Kailasavasi, you will be able to be a part of the Kailasa's ecosystem. So this Kailasa's ecosystem is such, wherever you are, wherever at any corner of the world you are, we have local sanghas. All these local sanghas gathered together on the Zoom and have the ecosystem ready for you to prepare yourself for the Paramashiva darshan. So it maybe starts from yoga to puja to live satsang to the entire day. There are different rituals are happening all over the world. So you will be able to participate virtually in those rituals and be a part of every Kailasa's happenings. And as well, you any of your life to be dealt, if you're feeling you're low, or you are depressed, or you need some support, spiritual support, how to deal with the life, how to be powerfully dealing with the life, and how to solve the situations around you, everything, you will have an ecosystem ready, equipped for you. And once you become a part of that very ecosystem, your very hardware will be completely charged with Paramashiva's teachings. So do not delay. It is a lifetime opportunity. So when the new world order is completely waiting as Paramashiva described, so let us all do not delay anymore. Let us completely get loaded with this powerful cognitions and live in this Kailasa's ecosystem. So this ecosystem itself is such, it is intelligent enough for you to make, for you to get ready, for you to equip completely to deal with the life in a very powerful, a new way. So I request all the viewers who is there in the all social media platforms from YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and all the other social media platforms, whoever is watching. So there is a link shown for the e-passport. So please do register and get your e-passport ready.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda.   Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
With your eyes closed is meditation, connecting with the divine. With your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
மணியோரன் சித்தரடி அடியாத்தி முடியாக்கா அடையாளம் கண்டுபிடி கண்டாரே காணாதத கண்டாரே கண்டாரே கைலாசம் கண்டாரே கண்டாரே காணாதத கண்டாரே ஒரு வீடு ஒரு கூடு அட எதுவும் கிடையாதே சாக்காடு பிடிமூப்பு அதையெல்லாம் கடந்தாரே கண்டாரே கைலாசம் கண்டாரே கூத்தாடும் ஜடையாண்டி அதை குறியா கொண்டாரே காத்தோடு கதை பேசி சிவஞானம் கண்டாரே பத்தோட ஓரட்டு பத்தோட 18 சித்தர்கள் விளையாட்டு எத்தனை பேருக்கு தந்தாரோ கையாட்டு சித்தங்கா போக்கு சிவம் போக்கு என சொன்னாரே பித்தங்கா போக மருந்தாக தனம் வந்தாரே வடகாசி தென்காசி மணியோரன் சித்தரடி அடியாத்தி முடியாக்கா அடியா
नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् I welcome you all with my love and respect. I welcome KAILASA is the enlightenment ecosystem. It may be mapped on a temple, monastery, adinam, a nation. It may be mapped on planet Earth, but KAILASA itself is an enlightenment ecosystem. Thousands and thousands radiate light. Millions and millions manifesting power, living together all over the world, happily, blissfully, peacefully, powerfully. Paramashiva directly from KAILASA. Listen. The peak of the pralaya is over. But don't execute the decisions you made during pralaya time. Listen carefully. during pralaya, literally, mentally, physically, consciously, you are shaken. At that time, you would have made many decisions about life, about yourself. It is all from mentally broken space. Don't start executing those conclusions, decisions now, because the pralaya peak is over. Understand carefully. You are free to be physically active because pralaya peak is over. But mentally start planning everything from now. Don't execute the decisions, conclusions you arrived during pralaya time. Be very careful. Settle down for some more days. Restart, rebuild your inner space powerfully. Relook all the decisions you took in your life during pralaya. Start consciously doing life positive mind building, super conscious inner space building. I am seeing lot of messages in the social media, Facebook, everywhere sent to me, that people are just jumping and start executing all the decisions you made during pralaya. Then pralaya is not over for you. Understand? You are getting into a big mess if you start executing the decisions you took during pralaya. You need to be aware of that. Be very clear. Next few days I will reveal details of how your inner space is trying to still execute the life decisions you made during pralaya. That is like a pralaya's hangover. So be very clear. Only physically you can become active now. Mentally, don't execute the decisions you took before pralaya, means during pralaya. Till December 14th, all the decisions you took, don't try to execute them now. Now sit and re-look at the whole thing. Start fresh about your life, about yourself, about your relationships, about your business, about your career. Start looking fresh and start making decisions. To be safe, settle down for some time, at least next 15 days, 1 month. So you will see many of your broken parts can be put together, make more peace within you, trust within you. I am so happy that United Nations has declared 2021 to be the year of peace and trust, International Year of Peace and Trust. So let's all build peace and trust within ourselves, with others, and start rebuilding, start creating fresh the whole life. Understand? This pralaya has taught us too many lessons. Shortcomings of the man-made laws and man-made principles, and the real value of the universal values, universal principles. People have started realizing universal values, the value of the universal principles like dharma. Veda agamas and dharma shastras are established on universal principles. To understand all
திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும் நித்தியன் பாதம் குருநாதன் திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும் நித்தியன் தோன்றி அருள் தரும் ஸ்வர்ண ரிஷப வாகனம் பக்தர் வேண்டும் வரம் தரும் நித்யானந்தன் தரிசனம் பாதம் குருநாதன் திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும் நித்தியன் பாதம் குருநாதன் திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும் நித்தியன் தோன்றி அருள் தரும் ஸ்வர்ண ரிஷப வாகனம் பக்தர் வேண்டும் வரம் தரும் நித்யானந்தன் தரிசனம் பாதம் குருநாதன் திருப்பாதம் அதை காணும் சுபயோகம் இன்று கூடும்
ripe. The world is ready. You are going to experience literally Paramashiva. Most powerful, intangible but definitive, intense processes. This is the most powerful spiritual nuclear explosion, the strong force of Kailasa landing on planet Earth directly. One thing I can be sure, you will not exist end of the program. I can guarantee that. Only Paramashiva will be there. Kailasa is the enlightenment ecosystem. It may be mapped on a temple, monastery, adinam, a nation. It may be mapped on planet Earth, but Kailasa itself is an enlightenment ecosystem. Thousands and thousands radiate light. Millions and millions manifesting power, living together all over the world, happily, blissfully, peacefully, powerfully. Kailasa is the enlightenment ecosystem. It may be mapped on a temple, monastery, adinam, a nation. It may be mapped on planet Earth, but Kailasa itself is an enlightenment ecosystem. Thousands and thousands radiate light. Millions and millions. Manifesting power.
தீயவரும் நெஞ்சுருகும் தூய உள்ளம் கொண்டாரே அம்மையப்பன்
புள்ளையாகின
Listen intensely. This whole pralaya, not just corona pandemic alone, whole pralaya last year, more than 100 national emergencies have happened. When I say last year, I mean this 2020, which is going to be the last year now, almost over. Understand, this 2020 has seen the largest number of national disasters in recorded history. Recorded history, only 2020 has seen the largest number of declared national disasters all over the world. So this pandemic, this pralaya, is not just about corona. There are more things. So please understand, natural disasters and man-made disasters all ganged up this time and made we human beings realize the shortcomings of man-made laws, man-made ideas, man-made principles, and how delusory they are, how limited they are, how short they are, how they are unable to cope up with the global problems. So please understand, we should stop looking at the world as international. We should start looking at the world as global. There is a big difference. International is looking at the world from the human being's perspective. Global is looking at the world from the cosmic perspective. In KAILASA, we will use only the word global and idea global from now. KAILASA declares next year as the 2021 as the global year of peace and trust. So understand, looking at the world as global solves more problems, helps humanity, supports humanity in much better way. We need to use the principles of Vedas and Agamas, the universal principles, universal values, to solve the crisis, problems of humanity, to solve the difficulties, dangers the humanity is facing globally. It is time we look at the universe as global family, not just as nations, multiple nations. So please understand, whether decisions about economy, decisions about medicine, decisions about traveling, decisions about politics, decisions about basic life survival needs, food, clothes, shelter, fundamental human rights in every level, we should start using more and more universal principles, universal dharma, global principles from Vedagamic traditions. The larger vision about life, global principles of life. As I said again and again, Hinduism is not a religion as it is defined by the Western civilizations. How the Western civilization defines the religion, looks at the religion, from that scale, if you see, Hinduism cannot be considered as a religion. It's a greater science. It's a greater science with a greater vision and universal principles. Hinduism is a greater science with a greater vision and universal principles. It is time we Hindus appreciate this, understand this, use this all over the world, everywhere, as our lifestyle. As our principles to solve all the present problems and future problems of the humanity globally. Please understand. All the future problems are going to be global level. It's not going to be local. Whether man-made problems or natural disasters, it's all going to be global. So let us apply global principles to tackle the global problems. I want only these two truths to be revealed today, so you can internalize these two truths intensely. First, do not execute the decisions you took during pandemic pralaya. Till December 14th, all the decisions you took is filled with toxins, impact of pralaya. So now, settle down, mentally become stable, start working deeper and deeper in your consciousness, restart now and rebuild your future. Don't execute the decisions you took during pralaya till December 14th. Settle down for next 15 days to 1 month. Restart, rebuild, intensely be life positive and evolve your future strategies about life, relationship, economy, career, business, everything. So don't rush to execute the decisions you made during pralaya. That's the first thing. Second, pralaya has taught as all human beings the shortcomings of the man-made laws and man-made principles and man-made systems. It is time we start using more and more Vedagamic principles, vision, ideas, truths, universal principles, universal values, Dharma Shastras to solve the global problems, global crises, and all other global issues. Whether it's a man-made problems or natural disaster, whether it's a global warming or terrorism or collapse of economy or genocides or human rights violation or pandemic or anything else, let's use universal values and principles from Vedagamic traditions to address the issues of global problems and all the crises humanity is facing. So have Vakyartha Sadas and Jivartha Sadas from about these two principles. The Vakyartha Sadas can be done by anyone. Jivartha Sadas can be done only by the sannyasis who are living this principle. That's the difference. So from now, understand, on every subject which I am revealing, every message of Paramashiva, we should have Vakyartha Sadas and Jivartha Sadas. Vakyartha Sadas can be done by anyone. All e-Kailasians can participate in Vakyartha Sadas all over the world. Jivartha Sadas can be done only by the Kailasians who are staying inside Kailasas and Adinams, who are living this principle. See, the principles Paramashiva is revealing is a spiritual advice for e-Kailasians, for people all over the world. But it's a law for Kailasians. So, for people whom the Paramashiva's principles are spiritual suggestions, you all can participate in Vakyartha Sadas. But for people who take this as a law for their life, Paramashiva's revelations as law for their life, they participate in Jivartha Sadas. So this is the difference between Vakyartha Sadas and Jivartha Sadas. We will have both every day. Every day there will be Vakyartha Sadas and Jivartha Sadas, and on all the principles, truths revealed by Paramashiva. So let's start Vakyartha Sadas and Jivartha Sadas both on these two principles, message of Paramashiva today. So with this, I bless you all. So after this, we have all the Kailasians who are living inside Kailasas, inside Adinams. We have a meeting for the people who are living inside Kailasas, inside Adinams. Please, all the Kailasas, people who are living inside Kailasas, participate in the meeting. Now with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaida Saivam, the state, space, powers, being, super consciousness, and Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूतद्राविडवेदप्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगतमुक्तामयचतुरश्रयान गीयमानछत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादिसमस्तबिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञानविज्ञानचक्रवर्ती सर्वजनसङ्घसद्यो निर्वाणदीक्षाव्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमतकलभकेसरी शैवसिद्धान्तस्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराजपाण्ड्यमहाराजगुरु क्षपणशाक्यादिमहान्धकारनिवारणज्ञानभानु वीक्षणानर्हार्हध्वजोच्छेदनपूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वजस्थापक शैवसमयकर्त्रे सर्वज्ञपीठारूढ श्रीजगद्गुरु श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धदेशिकस्वामि वागीशसुन्दरमाणिक्यवाचकस्वामिनाम् अवतारभूत श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धस्वामि पुनरुद्धृत श्यामलापीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रिणवत्युत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान अरुणगिरियोगीश्वर परम्परागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञपीठ गुरुमहासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत काञ्ची कैलास सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्यमङ्गल नित्यकल्याण नित्यरजित कैलास परम्परागत आदिकैलास नित्यानन्दपीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासनपीठकर्तः साक्षात् श्रीपरमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परम्परागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चन्द्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचन्द्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ति परम्परागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मण्डित चतुष्षष्टि सम्प्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्मशासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञपीठ सुराङ्गि साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूडामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणिपीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामण्डलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त
Paramashivoham.
As Paramashiva says, let us not take any decision, let us not implement the decisions which we have taken during the Pralaya time. So let us all stay safe and start our new life with the powerful cognitions which Paramashiva has blessed us with. Let us all live blissfully, powerfully in the new world order. Let us now, we have come to a conclusion of the satsang. Let us now conclude with the Purna mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Namastu. Om Nitya